But no.
All right, good morning, Warden Bickham.
Good morning.
The pardon board is reconvening. We're now at Dixon Correctional Institute. So Warden, would you and your staff introduce yourself, please?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, board. Dusty Bickham, warden.
Donald Cavalier classification.
Curtis Thurman, mental health.
Alvin King, reentry.
And that's it.
Okay, thank you. And we have before us Mr. Williams. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What is your name and DOC number, please?
Thomas Williams, ma'am, and DOC 332830.
And you have some guests there with you today, I see. Would you introduce your guests? Who are they?
My sister Elder and my sister Marzette Wood Bowler.
All right, and we'll ask them if they want to say a few words on your behalf at the appropriate time. We'll see about it, okay? We also have in support the parole project, Mr. Channing Blake. And then we have opposition, Ms. Butler is here, and she wants to say a few words, and we'll ask her to do so. First, Mr. Williams, I'm going to read some identifying information into the record and ask you to confirm if it's true. Then I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Freeman, seated to my far right. Your case has been assigned to him. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Mr. Williams, you're here today seeking a commutation of your sentence. You were sentenced in December 2000 in Lafourche Parish for second-degree murder, and you received a life sentence. Is that information correct?
Ma'am.
All right, Mr. Freeman.
Okay, Mr. Williams, tell me what happened to get you in this situation and what has changed over the past 26 years that we should consider releasing or granting a clemency today?
Well, met this lady at one of my cousin's house, and we got married, and she was a mental patient and I was one, and we had been going through a lot of changes, ups and downs, getting into it with each other. So I got my check. Both of us was on this disability. And I got my check and I went to bring her some money. Then I went out drinking. After I was drinking, I was on drugs. I was drinking and on drugs, cocaine. And I came back and she was in the room and we was talking and I stabbed.
Okay. All right, and tell me what you've done while you were in prison to make us consider granting this application today.
Well, I changed my life. I give my life to God. I took substance abuse, Victor Wellington, and I ain't the same person like I used to be. I never had a write-up. I've been going to classes. I go to church every Sunday. When I be on dialysis, I'm got sugar diabetes. I'm 66 years old, and I got a dialysis, and I ain't getting no older. I'm getting younger. I mean, no younger. I'm getting older, and I'm trying to make it home before I die.
Okay. All right, Warden, what can you tell us about him, and also kind of give us a little history on his health also? I see a lot of mention of mental health and also physical ailments. So if y'all can elaborate on that, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Freeman. So as far as him here, he's been at DCI since 23, I believe, due to dialysis is why he came to DCI. As he's mentioned, he hasn't had a write-up in his whole time in corrections, so he doesn't give us any issues as far as that goes. Medically speaking, I have information on him. He is dialysis, of course. He also does insulin 2 times daily. Glucose checks and insulin 2 times daily, and requires a walker. He has follow-up from nephrology, cardiology, primary care, podiatry, and optometry. So some medical issues there, and I have a mental health, Thurman here, maybe could discuss more on the mental health side of things. Mr. Thurman, would you come over, please? Kind of give him a little summary, what you can. Hello. Yeah.
Go ahead. You got it, sir.
Yes, Mr. Williams, he is on the mental health caseload. Hadn't had any problem that I'm aware of, quite some time as far as, any other issues besides being on the mental health caseload and, taking psychotropic medications. Other than that, hadn't had any issues that I'm aware of, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. So he's under, okay. All right, so next we're gonna hear from Mr. Channing Blake, Parole Project.
Good morning to this honorable board. Channing Blake with Louisiana Parole Project on behalf of Mr. Thomas Williams. Because of his exceptional institutional record, his rehabilitative programming, and his faith-based programming, we've accepted him into our program here at Parole Project. Should the board deem it necessary to grant him, we're going to allow him to have reentry housing, mental and substance abuse evaluations, and healthcare guidance. He will also be given a reentry specialist to guide him through the reentry process. So based upon these factors, if the board deems it necessary to grant him today, he will definitely be in our care. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Blake. Okay, now we're gonna hear for those in opposition, Ms. Rokisha Butler. Ms. Butler, please tell us what you have to say. You're on mute.
Say unmute right there.
Good, good.
Good,
Can you hear
good.
me?
Yes, ma'am.
Good
What
morning.
do you want us to know?
Excuse me?
Gonna tell us what you want us to know, about this
Oh.
case.
Okay, well, Miss Regina was my mother. I'm the youngest of 4. And I can't get my mama back. I don't care how long he been in there. I will never get my mama back. And he worried about getting out before he died. My mama's already dead. Okay. I'm totally against it.
Okay.
Like, I'm currently going through mental issues because of this. Since 21 years old, when he did this, I'm a mental patient now because of what he did. Okay. So, I not just me, all my siblings, my other two siblings too, everybody has mental issues because of this. All 4 of us. And I'm just, like I say, I'm just against it because my mama was a good person. He know my mama was a good person. She took care of him. She made sure he had everything he needed. And that's bull. He went to bring her money because she was over his check. She had to give him money every month. He didn't have to give it to her. So he's lying.
Okay.
That's really all I have to say. Like, I mean, other than I'm hurt. I'm hurt and I'm going to always be hurt. And this will never go away. 26 years is not enough for a life.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
took my mother's life. He took my mother's life. Like I said, Regina was one of the sweetest people you ever want to know. Ask him. He know. And those 2 ladies sitting behind him know too. So
Okay.
that's all I have to say.
All right, is anybody else there with you that wants to speak? What's her name, Ms. Reynolds?
These are the 2.
No, sir.
Oh, okay, then, okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, we have some people that's at DCI that wishes to speak on his behalf that wasn't listed. Miss Elder Williams.
Speak.
Okay, you want to come speak on behalf of your, okay, and what about Miss Margaret Bolden? Want to speak?
No.
No, okay, thank you, appreciate you, I should have mentioned y'all were there. Thank you, Warden. Okay, Mr. Thomas, let's talk to you.
Okay.
All right. I mean, what happened? I mean, you stabbed her and then you went in the kitchen and stabbed yourself?
Yeah. Yes, sir, I was on drugs and alcohol, and, she wasn't over my check, sir. A place that, you borrow money from, it was over my check.
Gotcha. Hey, we're not really worried about the check, we're worried about what happened here.
Yeah,
So, so y'all got an argument in the bedroom, correct?
right,
And that's where you stabbed her, correct?
right,
And then you went in the kitchen and you stabbed yourself.
right.
Okay, and there was people there. Okay. I just
Yes,
wanted to
sir.
get all that straight in my mind. And how old are you now, sir?
66.
66. Okay. What about victim classes? You took any victims classes? I hadn't heard you mention anything about.
Victim awareness.
Okay, well, what did you learn?
I learned to cope, and I wanted to get in touch with the family, but they didn't allow me because of my reading and my ability. I didn't go to nothing but second grade, and I didn't know how to read and write. I got in school, but I couldn't keep up. But I got my certificate for victim awareness right here. Where I took substance abuse and stuff.
Okay, all right. So what did you learn about the victim? What kind of impact have you had on the victim's family, your family, you, anybody?
I know I hurted a lot of people along the way, but I regret it. I took a life and I know I can't give a life. And I don't know if my mental picture had something to do with it because I was here in Boston and I cut myself up a couple of times, but since I've been taking my medicine and incarcerated, I've been hearing them. I hear them every now and then, but I can control them.
Gotcha. Okay, and then like the warden said, you have no write-ups in 26 years is very commendable. I don't think I have any other questions. Do you still go to AA and NA for your drugs?
Yes, sir. I got a certificate right here.
Okay, so you're still participating. That's what I wanted to know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. I saw you took a bunch of different stuff, but I want to make sure you're still in AA and NA. Okay, I have no questions, Madam Chairman.
Any questions?
I have no questions.
Let me ask you, Mr. Williams, you mentioned your mental health issues. How old were you when you first got a diagnosis?
15, 14. I was in a wreck with my dad. And I saw his head up and hit a can field lump and the international truck, it got the accelerator got stuck and it went down to pick it up and it hit his head and it cut it off. I got out with a fractured arm and a head.
And that was your first mental health diagnosis
Yeah,
when you were 15 or something?
yes, ma'am.
And so at the time of your crime, were you taking your medication like you were supposed to?
No, ma'am, I wasn't.
That since you've been in prison, you've taken it
Yes, ma'am.
like they prescribe it for you and you seem to be doing better, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. I don't see any other questions, Mr. Williams. I think we're ready to vote. Mr. Freeman?
Okay, Mr. Williams, I admire you for your no write-ups in 26 years. But this is 26 years you served on a life sentence for taking someone's life. My vote today, the DA, the sheriff, and the chief and attorney general oppose. Your family's unopposed, and of course, we have victim opposition. My vote today is going to be to deny. I think, you need a little bit longer than 26 years, and, you're doing very well there, so keep your head up and reapply when eligible.
Mr. Tillis,
So is to deny.
Mrs. Stapleton,
And I concur with, Mr. Freeman.
Mr. Prater.
I concur, Mr. Freeman.
All right, Mr. Williams, today your application's been denied, sir. You seem to be doing well. I'm glad. Good luck to you, sir.
Now, thank you.